Hey, hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Billy's Nightmare. Today we are going to play as the golfer and hopefully I will have more luck than my previous attempt, which just crashed in a level because of a toy car. Some error. So yeah, it was a nice attempt but at least I wasn't very far into the attempt, like I was still on the first, so to speak, dream level, trying to find the boss and the NPC room. But yeah, it was a bit unexpected. So yeah, basically from what I could see, at least at this point in time, oh, there I should also go and see. The game sometimes crashes when there are those charger guys, or they should be and they are not present into the map. So yeah, it happened to me with a second level rugby player guy, but it's thankfully they are very rare, so they are not a big occurrence, so yeah, that's nice at least. And let's continue riding the toy car, trying to find the shop. Come on. And with melee weapons, what I find interesting is the fact that the range it's a bit bigger than the animation, so you can always hit enemies from farther than you think you would be able to. Actually, I should have let that penguin to explode, it would have been better, but whatever. Okay, just run and be careful about the corners, because the corners are not your friends. Okay, let's see the flyers, I want them. And what do we have here? The crit increase, I will buy them. And then I will deposit the rest. And yeah, let's get back his elf to Santa. He cannot run away from Santa. He has to work for him. Yay. So anyway, let's continue. So far seems to be a quite strong character, but the thing is that during room clearing, most melee characters they are quite strong, but when it comes to boss clearing, they are not very strong, and the reason it is because for the most bosses, actually a good ability, you cannot really get close to them. So yeah, the melee attack is basically kind of wasted for them, because yeah, you just cannot get close to them. Oh yeah, wait, where is my NPC room? And then I forgot that I just did it. So yeah, that's a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. What can you do? So let's do our project, science project. Hopefully let it do a bit of a work. The nice thing about it is a very short cooldown, so does quite a lot of damage actually. Let's see, where is the boss? Not here actually. Oh, that's nice. Here we can fight a very easy boss for some rewards. A bunny costume between others and other goodies. But okay. And yeah, he didn't even get to the second phase. Poor guy, he got bullied like his boy. I'm not for bullying. I'm actually against bullying. It never helps anyone. because basically, yeah, bullying only leads to bullying, and doing like, yeah, oops, I will take some damage there. And yeah, I'm a bit disheartened by all what is happening in the world right now, and mostly by how the people are reacting to it. Like, yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to really talk about it, but we kind of tend to put ourselves on a moral scale and try to justify what we are doing or what we are thinking as being wrong. But being glad that, especially, yeah, when you read and see that, yeah, some people are saying regarding what happened in Israel with Hamas, and what happened is terrible. It's really, really terrible. And yeah, oh, what can I say? It's very, very terrible what happened there. And what they did, what Hamas did, is terrible. But also what Israel is doing now is also terrible. Like, no matter how you try to justify, oh, they supported Hamas, they voted Hamas in place, so now they reap what they saw, and so we shouldn't have any mercy on their civilians that get killed in carpet bombing and things like that. Or, oh, probably there were Hamas hiding in those buildings, so good job for leveling up. It's not okay. It's not okay, and it's deeply concerning that what Hamas did with killing so many Israeli civilians, and yeah, I would say innocent. But what is happening with Israel killing so many Palestinian civilians, innocent, I would say, it's as bad. I mean, fighting, so to speak, fire with fire, or hatred with hatred will never bring peace to this world. Why? Because basically when every side is losing people, every side lost someone that is, let's say, dear to them. From Palestine side, people lost their mothers, their fathers, maybe their children, and yeah, hatred grows on things like that. And if you keep going like that, yeah, then you get to actually, in order to have peace, at some point you have to kill each other to oblivion. Like, one must exterminate the other, because it's so much pain and suffering that created so much hatred from one another that, yeah, that's what you will get. But that's not okay. Then we are no better than animals. We are even worse. And yeah, that's what disturbs me so much. Like, people are so easily putting themselves on a high horse and say, well, they should suffer because they supported Hamas. Oh yeah, basically some people were dancing in the street when Hamas attacked, which again, I'm not I am against it. I don't think it was the right thing to do, and yeah, it's not okay to react like that by people getting slaughtered, no matter who they are. But yeah, it's categories like them all like, well, they deserve it because they supported Hamas, show that a lot of people don't really know how this government works. Like, Arab countries are not the most diplomatic ones, democratic ones. Sometimes you, as a normal citizen, you have no choice in choosing your government. You either choose it or not. You don't have a lot of choice. So you cannot. Okay, maybe you voted for them. They promise you hope and things like that. But come on, how many of us are not voting for bad governments because they promise us hope? And yeah, everyone wants hope. Everyone wants to make a decent living. And yeah, when you vote them, and mind you, there wasn't like all good and dandy. So basically it was a civil war in Gaza between, or not necessarily a civil war, but some conflict between Hamas and Fatah government after the elections. And yeah, this shows that not everyone supported it. But I digress. I don't want to get into too much politics. But because the point that I want to make is not about politics. It's about how we humans are reacting to these kind of things, these kinds of events. And yeah, you've seen, and there are videos of people celebrating in the street what Hamas did. And again, I say this is horrible. We shouldn't act like that as humans. But then I got thinking and seeing what people thought, reading some comments on YouTube video on both sides, I realized that some people, even though I will not get many friends, but saying that some people are not very far from them. I mean, how many people are not really glad in their hearts for what is happening in Gaza, for the civilian that gets slaughtered in bombing attacks and bombing runs by the Israelis? And how many people are not really glad and say, yeah, this is what they deserve, yeah, take that, they did that, they deserve that? It's the same. It's actually the same. Basically, you are glad for people dying, for civilians dying, for people getting slaughtered, not for militant, mind you. And there were also deaths on medical people and things like that. It's complicated, it's not that easy, but basically when you have that attitude, okay, you're not dancing in the street, but in your heart you have maybe the same joy that they had. And perhaps the people that were dancing in the street thought that, which is again very wrong to look at things like that. They thought, oh well, Israelis deserve that, deserve getting slaughtered by Hamas, which, like I said, and I will repeat, it's very wrong to see things like that. And yeah, this was their way of showing their joy. But how many other people in civilized country are not really glad and are having the same joy as they have, and are just insensitive? And yeah, just to make it clear, if it's not already clear, I am not either pro-Israel or pro-Palestina. I'm just pro-humanity, and I think in this conflict it shows that humanity as a whole is losing. People are getting so desensitized, so lacking compassion, that they don't see things being wrong, things that are wrong. And and saying, well, you cannot make omelets without losing eggs, without breaking eggs and things like that. Yeah, it's easy to say when you are behind a keyboard in a relatively safe country, watching the news, getting all right up, even maybe watching some fake news and things like that. It's very easy for you to say that, but if you are there, if you lived in one of the countries, would you say the same? If it was your family that would get murdered in those bombing runs, would you actually say the same things? That's the question that I'm putting. And yeah, it's not an easy or comfortable question. But yeah, it's easy to look at these things when you're far away, when you have your liberties, you have your comfort, you have your nice chair, your nice meal, when you live in a nice house or a nice apartment, when you don't have to fear that maybe a bomb will come and will ruin your house, it's very easy to say things like that. But when you are there, it's not the same. And perhaps people should start looking more from other people's perspective. This is the first thing to do if you want to end a conflict. Try to understand the other person and their motives and their point of views. Because yeah, in wars there are no innocence, and yeah, but the victors write the history, and that was always the case. And yeah, but the point is, and I will get back to it, I try to stay focused to it, is that yeah, we as human beings, we are losing our humanity, our compassion. We don't have any compassion anymore for one another. We look at things and we look from the wrong perspective, and then we are calling ourselves Christians, and that's what's it's most infuriating, because basically, oh man, that's so bad. Because basically God is teaching us to love our neighbors, or we are not loving our neighbor by murder him and carpet bombing its city and things like that. This is not how it works. Of course, we don't love our neighbor by killing their children during a music festival. That's also not okay. But as long as both, yeah, things continue like that, there will never be peace. But yeah, as Christians, we should actually, we should be different. We shouldn't be glad for it, for people dying, because yeah, what's the point of being glad for it? Yeah, we want justice and we say, well, this is justice, people got what they deserve, but is it? And yeah, it's a thing that is on my mind. Like, I kind of start to lose faith in humanity, and yeah, I can understand that people without God will act like that, and yeah, it's sad that it happens, but just shows how corrupt we are as people and how much we need God in our lives to teach us how to love, to teach us how to have compassion, to teach how to care for others, how to wish the good for the others, to turn the other cheek, which I know is not popular at all in this day and age. It's like you are stupid if you do that, but this is what God is teaching us, to have compassion, to turn the other cheek, to don't look for revenge ourselves, to let Him handle the revenge. And because yeah, our revenge is never proportional. Our way of dealing punishment is never proportional, and only He can give proportional punishment. We always do too much or too little. We never have the measurement right to say when we punish someone, so to speak. Yeah, I guess I will take this one, even though it's quite unreliable, and yeah, for now that's it. It's all that I need. So yeah, it's sad, and yeah, just shows where we are without God, and in a way how hypocrite we are if we don't have God. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect, I am not, and I'm far from being perfect, and sometimes I even catch myself being very hypocritical about certain subjects, and that's not a good thing, and I'm fighting with it. But yeah, I guess all of us needed basically more of God in our lives to really, yeah, become children of God. And no, that was quite easy to get here. And yeah, to start living the life that He's teaching us to live. And yeah, that's something that also is a bit on my mind. The fact that people are saying that they are something, but they are not living how they are. There are Christians that they say are Christians, but they are not living as Christians. And that's always so sad when it happens, basically. Because, yeah, we should... Oh, okay, that was tough. We should live what we are saying. And, yeah... I just hope that more people, instead of having this attitude, oh, they have what they deserve, or Israel is God's people, so yeah, they can do that or this one or things like that. And I'm not contesting this claim. Yeah, Israel is God's chosen people. They are God's chosen people. And they will always be, but that doesn't give them the right to do everything that they want, because they are. And yeah, this is also very dangerous thinking that can actually be in Christians' life. Like to think that because you're a Christian, because you have Jesus Christ in your life and you are a born again Christian, you are God's children, so you can do whatever you want, because this is not how all these things work. It's not a free pass. And yeah, they, let's say, had a lot of protection and help. And yeah, if you look, a lot of Nobel winners, prize winners are Jews, and that says something about that, being the God's chosen people and all of these things. So yeah, absolutely, they have some benefit, but we should never think that because we are God's chosen people, if we are yeah, if we are His children, we can do whatever we want. And that was actually, if you look in the Bible, that was actually one of the biggest problems that Israel had, and why they had to go into like to leave their country and go into oppressive, I'm missing the word now, in Babylon, because they thought that they are God's favorite, so they could do whatever they wanted because they were God's favorite people. So of course God would be with them. No, it doesn't matter if they don't really listen to what He's saying. It doesn't matter if they are not living the life that God told them to live. No, they are God's chosen people, so they have a free pass. And if something that we can learn from their experience is that things don't work like that with God. And God doesn't have favorites. He doesn't, I mean, in a way, He doesn't give free passes. So you are His people, so you get a free pass to do whatever you want and not listen to Him because you are His children or things like that. No, it doesn't work like that. We would want to work like that, but no, it doesn't. But anyway, I'm getting off topic a lot here. I hope that my point was made that, yeah, we should learn to have more compassion. We should not be glad for human suffering. We should not be glad for people dying and for people suffering. No, we should actually that's this one. we should actually pray for peace. We should actually hope that things will get better and that, yeah, there will be a peaceful resolution, not this senseless carnage that is going on there from all the sides, not only from Israel, from Hamas side. There are no innocents here. You cannot say, oh, Israel is innocent, Palestinians are bad, or Israel is good, Palestinians are bad. No, they both committed war crimes, and they both should be held accountable for their war crimes. One side committing war crimes doesn't mean that the other one has the right to commit war crimes. This is not how things should work. Oh man. That's actually hard. This boss I still need to learn, and especially this. How can I say, the things that are staying on the screen? I feel they are staying a bit too much on the screen. Okay, this one is actually quite easy to dodge. Wait, come on. I'm trying to press the right button. Yeah. These things that are going on the screen, I feel they are a bit too long on the screen, so this makes dodging the attacks too hard. And yeah, it's sometimes you have nowhere to run. Yeah, you try to avoid one and take the other. So I think that it should be some balancing here for the for this boss. I think that those meteorites projectiles should stay less on the screen, or at least should not bounce off the walls. I feel that because they are staying so much, it makes them actually quite impossible to dodge. To look, they stayed like 15 or 20 seconds on screen, going around one place to another. This is too much in my opinion. But anyway, I hope you enjoy it, and yeah, we'll see each other next time, and take care and bye bye.